Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. On another Tales from the Trip adventure, I got a check and a tag. We're going to a little town here about an hour away, and I'm actually looking at one of my bucket list cars, and he's got a whole collection he's looking to sell. So this is going to be awesome. Brian's on his way to pick me up, so I'll jump in the car with him and give you more details here shortly. On my way. Mila, you ready to go? There he is. You ready? Are you ready?
No,
are you ready?
No, I'm not.
Well, then go home. Oh, man. That's bad to the bone right there. Well, Brian has chosen to be the designated driver here today.
I didn't know I had a choice.
Hayes is riding.
Heck yeah, man.
I don't know about shotgun, but it's something in the back there.
We're breaking him in.
Breaking him in,
right.
right.
Like a small stallion.
Oh, yeah. Gentleman called me up. He's kind of retired, has a house on the lake, and I actually saw one car, but then when I called him and kind of told him, I said, hey, I'm a dealer, you know, and whatever, and he's like, well, I've got more cars. And I'm like,
yeah.
bing! You know, I'm like, oh, yeah? And I'm like, well, what you got? And it's kind of an interesting collection of cars. So I'll run down some of the typical, what I would think an elder gentleman would have, right? So he has two Model A's, one two-door and one Roadster, which is pretty cool, yeah. And then he has two Thunderbirds, a 57 original and an 03.
Speaking of cool cars.
Yeah, there's one right there.
All right. Sorry.
Where'd he go?
Sorry.
No, it's
Squirrel.
like squirrel. That's us, man, car spotting. But and then he has like an 03. So two white Thunderbirds, the original, wow. and then you know the modern interpretation,
yeah.
right? And then he has a 65 or 67 Buick Skylark GS 400. So that's a cool car, convertible.
He's wanting to sell everything for sale?
He's wanting to sell everything, you know. And so I'm like, well, you know, so you know these are all kind of like 50s and 60s cars, you know, kind of what you'd expect an older gentleman to have. But the car that I found that he had advertised is an 87 Buick Grand National with like 19,000 miles on it. Man. I know. So it's kind of funny because that was the car that you know, I was targeting. It's been a bucket list car of mine. I think it's on your list too.
Absolutely. I
think you're more of the G&X crowd.
Yeah, that might have passed me by though. Those things
I know, right?
In value. But
so we're headed. It's only about an hour away, and so it's not too far. About an hour away. So we're in the Brian's new Type R. What'd you do to this thing?
Put different intake on it.
Oh, the whole intake.
Yeah.
No way.
Whole intake. Oh yes.
Man, how did that go, Hayes? Did that go
rough?
Does it go rough? Yeah, I wanted to hear the truth, so I'm asking Hayes.
It was just no, it was easy. It went together real extremely well. It just the wire harness. The wire harness.
That's it. Oh,
you had to move the wire harness. It wasn't too bad.
So here we go. We are en route, going to look at this whole collection of cars. We may buy one, we may buy all.
I've got high expectations. Don't let me down.
I brought a check and a D-tag. So
I see it right there.
Exactly. I brought a check and a D-tag. So yeah, I'm going to see what.
Following us back.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right.
That's the plan. Stay tuned. Cool area. We are pulling in out here on the lake. I'm excited to see this collection. See the numbers?
No, I do not. That's 90.
I see. Hold on. Look what you see. Look. Look. Oh my goodness.
Can you call dibs? Can I call dibs on something?
No, you want a GNX.
No.
You want a GNX. You don't. The Grand National's below you, Brian.
You don't understand.
What don't I understand?
I've changed my mind.
Not you.
Look at that.
Oh, it's bad. Let's go. Wow, look at this.
I had that covered because the guy looked at it the other day.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at that, Brian.
Yeah.
And you said you've had it for how long, Paul?
6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years. So I'm curious, what was your draw to the Buick Grand National? Like, what did you go searching for this car?
Well, a little bit, but I bought a new one in '85.
You did?
Oh, really?
So I was wondering the connection. So you had a new one in '85?
Took 7 weeks for it to get here.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't, the paint wasn't good on it and all that, but I was unhappy with it. But
Yeah.
I took it because they had other people. I bought it for a family car.
Okay.
And I just read about it and I thought
That's awesome.
a family car. But then when
That you could have fun in.
and I drove it. We had 45,000 miles on it,
Uh-huh.
and it was 10 years old. We drove it for about 2-3 years as a family car, and then when they quit making an '87, I thought, you know, they better save it. They might be worth something.
Yeah.
So we bought a Jeep to drive.
Okay.
For my wife to drive. And
Uh-huh.
I had a pickup. So I was saving it, but I took it in because I was having trouble with it going into gear. So I took it to the shop,
Uh-huh.
and they had to order a part. They said it, and it wouldn't get there till the next day.
Okay.
So they set it out front, put the key under the floor mat. Some kids came along.
I know where this is going. You're
and
kidding me.
They took it, stole it.
No.
And they sideswiped somebody in town.
Oh my god.
Somebody took the key down, number down. They called me. The police called me and says, "You have a black '85 Buick?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "We just sideswiped." I said, "Yes, no." I said, "Where it was." I called them, called the dealer.
Yeah.
They said, "It's sitting out front." They opened, looked out. No, it isn't.
Oh no.
But they took it out in the country and then they lost it and they rolled it.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Just went joyriding with it. So then.
Wow.
4 kids, 14 and 16,
Oh
something
my
like that.
goodness.
And where did that happen at?
In Salina.
In Salina.
Yeah, we lived in Salina for 39 years.
Oh my
Wow.
So
I
then.
always wanted another one,
Yeah.
but I just, well, then I didn't. Right off the bat, I just
Yeah.
had other things to think about.
And then you just got a hankering for.
Well, I looked and wanted and just didn't buy any.
Yeah.
And finally I decided, no, I looked a little more serious. Because see, let's see, then what did I do? Well, I bought a Mustang or something, and you know, I had several other cars.
Yeah. You always like to have some fun stuff, though, it sounds like. Man, look underneath the hood of this thing, Brian.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just pushed the door shut.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Oh yeah, very clean. Yeah.
All original, correct?
Yeah, and see the difference in the '87s is they had a turbocharger on them.
Yeah. The 87 had the intercooler on them.
Yeah.
For the turbocharger.
I mean the intercooler.
Correct,
The
yeah.
intercooler.
Yeah.
Allowed them to
And
run
that was
more
a big,
boost
That
and-
was a big bonus.
Yeah.
They
That
had
was
them
a
at
big
they
deal.
put them on '86 too.
Did they?
Yeah, but '87 was the more interesting one because I looked at
Yeah.
some '85s,
Yeah.
but I couldn't find one. It was nice because most of them had been driven hard and
Right.
wrecked and.
She's got a book with all kinds of. Oh, is this? Oh my goodness!
This is
Look
after
at
it got
that.
swiped and rolled.
My.
Look at that.
Oh my! They really did a number on
They
that.
didn't just touch it.
No, they did a number on that.
Why?
Wow, it's amazing somebody didn't get killed.
Oh my goodness.
I almost bought an '84
And they weren't
last
really
year.
hurt. And I said, it's too bad somebody wasn't hurt. And Elaine says, yeah, if they were they'd probably sue you.
Nowadays they would. Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a few 84s, but not many either.
Yeah, I almost bought an '84 last year, and it was just a really nice, clean car. And they're a lot cheaper, you know, the earlier cars, you know, because the '87 with the intercooler, that's really that or the GNX, you know, and GNX is at a whole nother level, you know, and but yeah, that's
The
really
Highway
cool.
Patrol, or not Highway Patrol, but the old government people work for the government had a lot of those. that I remember reading in a magazine or something. GNXs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really saw a GNX.
Yeah, they're pretty rare. They really got bought by collectors, you know,
They
and
make
put
only
away.
500 of them or something.
547.
Yeah, he really knows his stuff though.
Yeah, 547. But yeah, the 87s were, these are the ones to have. The 245 horsepower, some other updates.
Yeah, they had 10 more horse. The other's 235.
Yeah.
These are 245.
So, yeah, this one has, the T-tops, so. Nice and clean.
Wow, you got all kinds of trunks, nice, huh?
That's a cover of stuff.
The car cover. Look at the wow. Brian got all the documentation and warranty and receipts and everything. Wow, yeah. Nice to see all that. Texas, Arkansas. I think it came out of Arkansas is where you got it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I looked at the Carfax.
Yeah,
There's the original window sticker. Look at that.
Owner.
You're the third owner.
Yeah, he bought. The guy I bought it from was a dentist, and he was.
Okay.
He wanted to sell it. He had a Dodge truck, but he was buying a Dodge Charger or something.
Oh, okay.
And he said, I don't have room for another car.
Right. Only has so much room, huh? Oh, all the brochures, huh? From the era.
Yeah.
That's very cool. It's always fun to see all that stuff.
And there was the cover to the top.
Okay. Oh, the T-top. Yeah, the T-top covers and everything. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm
ouch,
good.
ouch. And then I'm going to leave this guy right up here. Keep it so it don't get crushed and broken anymore. Yeah, it's nice. You see all the books, Brian?
Oh, yeah.
Over here, look here. This is really nice.
Right. This one had an automatic antenna. My other one didn't have that. You know, this antenna goes down.
Okay, yep.
Mine didn't have that. But otherwise, look at the stuff that I have on my other sticker. I couldn't tell there's any difference in stuff that's on it. Probably just a little difference in
Interesting.
price or something, you know.
You tell a difference in power?
I don't remember.
Okay. Not a lot of people have had the various years of these cars, so that's pretty interesting.
You know what's interesting, Brian, is
the
that
the other one, we drove it to Colorado 3 or 4 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I did the Colorado Springs, and I bought it. I had a place up in Cripple Creek, Colorado, so we drove up there.
Oh, okay.
I sold it several years ago.
My wife's grandparents had a cabin there in Florissant, well, in Lake George, Colorado.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of into buying. Well, when I was in Salina, I started buying rental property.
Okay.
Because I taught school, and so you had the whole summer off, and then I ended up like I had a couple of friends, and they were going to go play golf one day after school. And I said, I don't. And they said, do you want to go play with us? I said, I don't really know how, but we'll teach you. So I said, okay. No, I says, no, I have an empty duplex. I think I'll go work on that instead.
Yeah. Well, how many rental places did you end up with?
Oh, I shouldn't tell you.
Oh, my God.
Well, I had 24 in Marion here. I mean, several houses, because Marion's my hometown, but I had 160.
Oh,
You know, 'cause
you were very busy. Then.
oh my
Well, I
goodness.
wasn't teaching because I had so many. I told my banker he needed a little bit more money so I could do a better job and hire a full-time helper, or I need to settle down and do a better job teaching school. He loaned me more money.
It's so awesome.
You've had this since 1986? I'll
The
be
front
darned.
end has been redone. It's had new brakes. It's got a, new radiator. And I mean, it's.
So you said you've got the rest of the cars that we talked about in a building? Or can we go see those?
Yeah.
Well, let's check it out. It's cool. So we're headed to another building that's full of cars. Isn't this fun, Brian?
It is.
There's the storage here. Seems like the more space I have, the more stuff I buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had a Corvette here that I sold.
Oh, did you? What was it?
71.
71? Yeah, those are neat cars. I had a 69 convertible.
Okay, so this is 67 GS 400.
67 GS 400. You mind if I pull the cover back?
No, that's fine. I've had it since 77.
You've had this since 77?
It was 10 years old when I bought it.
Are you
I bought
serious?
it because I wanted a convertible.
Man. And what's the mileage on it?
22,000.
Not all original?
It is.
And the car itself, how original is the car? The paint and everything, is it repainted?
I painted it in 91.
You painted it in 91?
Yeah, I got some scratches on the hood.
Yeah.
I drove in my single drive garage, Salina, and I always had never had any trouble getting it in, except it was tight. But somebody had moved the bicycles, and then
Oh, no.
handlebar things, you know,
Yeah.
right here.
Right.
I had a few other scratches,
Yeah.
so I just had it. The guy painted is a painter here at the Ford garage here in Marion.
Oh, really? Marion Ford, right?
Yeah.
Then there was Hillsboro Ford. When's the last time this one's been run? Approximately?
Oh, just recently.
Recently?
Yeah, because see, I put that battery in it.
Okay.
But what happened is the guy wanted to buy it. Then he had to go to the hospital. He was sick. Well, I called one time and they said he was the doctor. And he told me, he says, I'll let you know in about 6 weeks how I am. Well, I never did hear. Because so I suppose he just didn't get real well like he should have or something. Because I never heard from his son that looked at it, because see, they were looking at it for him and tell him all about it, because he was there in Phoenix. But when I told him they didn't have air, then he found out that.
Okay.
So you got this one a year old. So you kind of went for your original and then your retro bird.
Yeah.
I thought that I ought to have one, and then we drove this quite a bit.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
good.
And
They're fun cars.
so
They're
I decided, and I had it home in the garage there until I bought the Buick, and I put it over here because I figured it was more expensive.
more valuable. Yeah.
You probably,
Drive in.
Tell your wife. You try to take Dave down from Florence.
And here is the Model A two-door.
Come and visit my grandparents there. So.
Oh, because they live in Florence?
They did, yeah. My grandpa was a farm. They lived right downtown Florence, right where the old school was.
I bought a new Dodge in 61. I bought one in 65. But then I bought a Corvette in a 67 Corvette
No way.
in 68, a year old. And
Like 327 then.
it was a 427.
Oh, you got a 427.
And I was teaching over at Hayesville, and I'd drive it down. I lived in Wichita, so I had a 12 or 13 mile drive, and I only got about 13 miles to the gallon or so. And,
Gas was cheap then, though.
yeah, 25 cents or so. So I drove that and thought that was great, because see, I was going to get a new 69 Pontiac convertible. I had one on order, but he told me if I didn't want it, he would sell it put it on the showroom, because he kept wanting me to go ahead and trade the Corvette in. But I said, no, I think I'll just keep the Corvette.
How long did you hold on to the Corvette?
Till 71.
Okay.
Wow.
Elaine we got married in 69. She never was impressed with the Corvette, which I had.
That's what year I was born.
Well, then we got married in 69. She kept saying, we ought to have a car that's got a little more room in it than it. So I traded it off, and if I'd have known they were going to go up in value, I should have kept it and just bought another, because I had a Ford pickup.
Yeah.
So I should have saved it. But
Yeah.
you couldn't do all that on teacher's salary.
Yeah.
We were teaching over at Inman,
Okay.
Okay.
and
Now, what color was your 427 Corvette?
It was that green,
Oh, really?
kind of a forest green.
Oh, cool.
In the interior, with black interior, I'm assuming? Or? Okay. Well, 4-speed, obviously?
No, it was an auto.
It
Yeah,
was
4-speed.
4-speed, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Well, that was really interesting. Paul and his wife, such a nice couple. Really interesting people, right?
Very interesting. They've had pretty interesting lives.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. So it's nice to get in there and look at all the cars, because I mean, you can't. People that try to make you offers, it drives me crazy. Like when they make you offer, they haven't seen the car yet. It's like, how can you make an offer on a car you haven't even seen?
Yeah.
You know. And so it was nice to get in there, and they showed us all the cars and everything. And now we'll kind of pull up some comps. I'm not sure if he's really in touch with the current market, you know, but it is what it is.
It's going to be a little bit of a
uphill battle, I think.
a little teaching, I think, to be able to show a little bit what is. But a lot of people are that way. They think their cars are worth a lot more, especially, you know. So.
But I just told him, I said, hey, you know, really nice people. So I'm just going to give him an honest, you know, assessment of I think this is what the car would sell retail if you went and did all the work, you know, and I mean, got it ready for sale, because all the cars need work.
Yeah,
you know,
they do.
You know, they haven't been hardly driven much.
Right.
And, you know, basically say, hey, I mean, this is what they'd sell for.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously we don't do this for nothing. So, I mean, and this is what, you know, would give you for it. So we'll get back, and now that we've seen them in person, I'll get back and do some research, get some comps, and send them to them, and then see what happens from there.
Yeah,
So,
that was fun, though.
it was fun. Yeah.
That's always fun.
You know, and you know, we may end up buying some cars, and we may not. But
I hope so.
But you know, it's one of those things where, you know, I still like to, just like on that Jeep, you know, I give her values and everything, and you know, on that 71 Jeepster, you know, and you know, so she tried to sell it, you know, retail on her own, and didn't have any luck, and then, you know, then realized it's a lot of work.
Well, all you can do is throw a number out there.
Yes.
It's a very fair number.
Yes.
And then 9 times out of 10, people realize.
Yeah.
And they come around and,
you know, sometimes they sell it on their own, and that's all good. But you know, I don't mind. You know, I still just try to give people, you know, hey, this is probably what it's worth.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
And so they have some ideas. So
cool.
Stay tuned.